students, welcome in this lecture. We are going to study the topic reproduction in lower and higher animals. So this topic is very important related in physiology, human physiology, and we will start from the definition of reproduction. So what is definition of reproduction? So up to the 10th standard, you have studied the reproduction, human reproduction also. So you can define the reproduction. You know, animals, they exhibit the different processes, life processes like the digestion, circulation, respiration, excretion. Along with this, one is the reproduction. So reproduction is one of the important life process of the animals, all living organisms. Now, here the reproduction can be defined as the process, it is the biological process in which the new offspring or new individual is produced from the pre-existing one. Similar organism. So it is the process, biological process. ही biological process आहे की ज्याच्यामध्ये न्यू इंडिव्हिज्युअल तयार होतो, न्यू ऑर्गॅनिझम, लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझम तयार होतो. कोणापासून? तर फर्स्ट प्री एक्झिस्टिंग सेम लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझम. So it is produced from the pre-existing one. So this is called as the reproduction. Re means to produce. Produce means to form the new individual. That is called as the reproduction. Okay. Now, in this topic, we are going to study reproduction in lower animals and then higher animals. So, in lower animals like the sponges, hydra, planaria, we will study. Up to the 10th standard, you have studied the amoeba, paramecium, etc. So, single cell living organisms are amoeba, paramecium, and multicellular organisms like the hydra, sponges, they are the lower animals. So first we will study the reproduction in these animals and then in the mainly human beings. So human beings, they are the higher animal, and these are mainly we are going to study the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, then fertilization, formation of gametes. After that, fertilization, and after fertilization, formation of zygote, and then remaining part, that is the embryology. Okay, so gastrulation, etc. So first we will start from the lower animals and then we will start about the human reproduction. Okay, now reproduction, it is mainly, what is the significance? कशासाठी महत्त्वाचा आहे हे? Significance काय आहे reproductionचा? What is significance? Question may be asked. Define reproduction and give its significance. So, reproduction is very important process to continue the species. That is the continuation of species of that particular species. The continuation होण्यासाठी त्याचे generation after generation continuation होण्यासाठी reproduction हे अतिशय महत्त्वाचं आहे. So, first significance is for continuation of species. And then what is the second most important? That is the they survive, these organisms, they survive for a long time. So for the survival of organisms for longer duration. longer duration. So these are the first 2 points. Then third, that is, what is the another important significance of reproduction? It helps in evolution. It helps in the process of evolution. How it helps in evolution? Reproduction helps for evolution. See, the sexually reproducing animals, there is the mixing of parent chromosomes, that is the maternal and paternal chromosomes, and that's why there is a mixing of such chromosomes of both parents, which causes the variations in the offsprings, and these variations are the important basic things for the evolution. So variations are very important for evolution. So it helps in the process of evolution of the species. It helps in evolution of that particular species. So this is the significance of the reproduction. Okay. Now we are going to study the methods of reproduction. Methods of reproduction. Mainly, which are the methods? There are mainly 2 methods, that is the asexual method and second is sexual method. So organisms, they mainly reproduce by 2 methods, that is the asexual and sexual methods. Okay, so one by one we will study about these 2 methods. First, we will start from the asexual method of reproduction. First, asexual reproduction. So what is the meaning of word asexual? That is, the means without. The sexes are not present, separate sexes are not present, that's why there is no formation of sex cells, that is the gametes, and that's why without formation of gametes reproduction takes place, which is called as the asexual reproduction. So in this method, reproduction without formation of gamete, without formation of gametes is called as asexual reproduction. Okay. Now in this type of reproduction, only one parent is involved. Only one parent. एकच parent आहे, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये separate sexes नसतात. So these animals are mainly hermaphrodite. What is meaning hermaphrodite? So monoecious animals. Monoecious means the hermaphrodite. That is the these animals, they are mainly, they do not show separate sexes, as they are monoecious. They show both the sexes, that is the male as well as female sex organs, and that's why such animals, they are mainly monoecious. Only one parent is involved. As there is no formation of gametes, as there is no meiosis process, that is the which is mainly important for the formation of sex cells or gametes, it is not present. So meiosis is absent, as there is no formation of gametes, and there is no fertilization. No fertilization. So no mixing of the maternal and paternal chromosomes, no fertilization, and as there is no mixing of maternal and paternal chromosomes, there is no variation. There are no variations in the offsprings. No variations in the offsprings or the progeny. Offsprings is also called as the progeny. What is meaning? Progeny means the generation, the first generation after the process of reproduction, the generation which is formed, that is called as progeny or offsprings. There are no variations in the offsprings. They are exactly similar to the parents. They are exactly similar to, offsprings are exactly similar to parents, and such offsprings are called as clones and are called as clones. So clones, what is meaning clone? Clone means the organism which is formed, which is very exactly similar to the parent, and it is not formed from the sex cells, it is formed from any part of the body. So it is called as the clone. Clones, they are exactly similar to the parents. So these are the important points in the asexual reproduction. Reproduction without formation of gametes is called as asexual reproduction. Only one parent is involved, no meiosis and no fertilization, and as there is no mixing of gametes or chromosomes, maternal and paternal chromosomes, there are no variations in the offsprings, and so they are exactly similar to their parents and are called as the clones. Okay, so this type of reproduction do not help in the evolution. This reproduction, this type or this method of reproduction do not help in the process of evolution. उत्क्रांती मध्ये हे reproduction अजिबात उपयोगीचं नाही. So this reproduction do not help in the process of evolution. So these are the important points of the asexual reproduction. Now what are the types of reproduction? Types of asexual reproduction. Types, that is the mainly you have studied up to the 10th standard. In case of hydra, the budding. In case of sponges, we are going to study the gemule formation. Also in case of the amoeba, paramecia, the binary fission. So these are the various methods of asexual reproduction. Here we are going to study the first method, that is the gemule formation. So I will write here first gemule formation. So what is this gemule formation? It is the gemule is nothing but the internal bud in case of the sponges. It is the, what is gemule? It is the internal bud in the sponges, and it is formed during the unfavorable conditions. During unfavorable condition. Unfavorable म्हणजे काय? जेव्हा वातावरण हे अनुकूलित नसतं, म्हणजेच रिप्रोडक्शन साठी वातावरण चांगलं नसतं, तेव्हा ते जे आहे वातावरण त्याला काय म्हटलं जातं? अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन. ड्यूरिंग अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन. So this type of reproduction, internal bud in sponges is formed during the unfavorable conditions. So this diagram we will study, very simple diagram. So this is the formation, the gemule formation. Inside the archaeocytes, that is the dormant cells, they are present, and outside this there is a thick layer. These are the archaeocytes, which are the dormant cells. Dormant म्हणजे काय? सुप्त अवस्थेमध्ये असणारे, किंवा आपण त्या dormant seeds असं म्हणतो, की ज्या सुप्त अवस्थेमध्ये किंवा निद्रस्त अवस्थेमध्ये असणारे जे सेल्स आहेत त्याला इथे आपण आर्किओसाइट्स जे आहेत त्या कशा आहेत? डॉर्मंट आहेत. सो अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन्स मध्ये ते कसे असतात? डॉर्मंट असतात. अँड वेन फेवरेबल कंडिशन्स ऑफर दे डेव्हलप इनटू न्यू इंडिव्हिज्युअल. सो दीज आर द आर्किओसाइट्स, and surrounding this a thick layer is present, and in this thick layer it is formed by the amoebocytes, and these are well protected inside the thick layer. So this is the outside thick layer, and this total together forms the gemule. So spicules are there in this layer for the protection. So under unfavorable conditions, these archaeocytes are well protected inside this thick layer which is formed from amoebocytes. This layer is formed from amoebocytes. And after this, when favorable conditions occurs, these gemule, that is the archaeocytes, develops into the new sponges. So it is mainly dependent on the temperature of water. So you know sponges, they are marine water inhabitant. They always live inside the water. So when there is a change in the temperature of water, the favorable conditions occurs. These gemules hatches and the new individuals are formed from these archaeocytes. So this is the gemule formation in case of the sponges. Okay. Now next we are going to study the budding. What is budding? We will study asexual reproduction method, that is the budding. Second method of asexual reproduction, budding. So this in Hydra. Mainly you have studied this up to the 10th standard, that is the budding process. Budding in case of mainly Hydra. So Hydra, it is included in phylum Coelenterata. Also in corals, Hydra and corals. So these are the coelentrates, mainly coelenterates. Okay, so phylum Coelenterata, it includes the multicellular triploblastic animals. Okay, diploblastic animals. So these Hydra and corals. So corals, they formation of such a asexual reproduction by budding, they forms the coral reefs. कोरल रीफ तयार झालेले आहेत. समुद्रामध्ये प्रचंड अशा ह्या कोरल रीफ्स तयार झालेल्या आहेत त्या कोरल्समुळे. ओके, सो हायड्रा पहिल्यांदा आपण साधं बघणार आहे. हायड्रा मध्ये बडिंग कसं होतं ते हे फक्त तुम्ही लक्षात घ्यायचंय. कोरल्स मध्ये सुद्धा हे काय आहे, इट इज द असेक्शुअल रिप्रोडक्शन बाय बडिंग मेथड. सो हायड्रा, ऑल ऑफ यू नो दॅट इट इज द मेनली फ्रेश वॉटर and it is very small, microscopic. Okay, and it is like this polyp, and on the body of Hydra they first start the outgrowth, formation of outgrowth, that is called as the bud. It is formed, and after this these are the tentacles. So we are going to draw a diagram for the budding. Then after this, this budding takes place only in favorable conditions. Then bud, it grows in size. This is the parent Hydra. This is the mouth and the tentacles. You all have studied this in the 10th standard, in 11th standard. So this Hydra bud, it grows into the Hydra, and after this it detaches from the parent Hydra and develops into the new individual. So full grown Hydra, it develops into the another individual. So such a reproduction is called as the new Hydra. So this is the method of asexual reproduction. The bud detaches from the parent Hydra, parent body. Bud detaches from the parent body, and then this bud develops into new Hydra. So such a method is called as the budding. So it occurs during the favorable conditions. Okay, so budding, it is very simple and most important process of in case of the asexual reproduction, in case of the Hydra, and along with this it is also present in corals. Okay, so these are the two methods of reproduction in case of the asexual animals, lower animals, that is the Hydra, gemule formation in sponges. Now third, we are going to study in case of planaria also. There takes place, asexual reproduction takes place by fragmentation. Asexually, planaria reproduces asexually by fragmentation. So, you know, in the book, the information is given for the regeneration in the planaria along with the asexual reproduction in planaria. Now, first we will study about the asexual reproduction in planaria. So, planaria, it is the flatworm, and they show such a body, that is the flat body, and they how there is asexual reproduction takes place by fragmentation method. See, the anterior part gives pressure or pull on the posterior part, and the constriction occurs in the between the anterior and the posterior part. Such a constriction occurs. This is the anterior part of planaria, and this is the posterior part of the planaria. And their constriction occurs, the anterior part pulls or exerts a pressure on the posterior one, and their constriction occurs, which results in formation of such a two different planaria. Okay, so two planaria, they are formed from the single parent body, and this is called as the fragmentation method. So, this is about the asexual reproduction methods. Now, in case of planaria, we are going to study regeneration means what. Before that, we will complete about the sexual method of reproduction, and then we will study the concept, that is the regeneration. Okay. Now, here we have completed the types of asexual reproduction. Now, we will study about the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. So, what is this sexual reproduction means what? You know, we have studied the definition of asexual reproduction, without formation of gametes. So, opposite sexual reproduction means by formation of gametes. In this method, the reproduction with the help of gametes, or reproduction with the help of gametes, or with the help of gamete formation is called as sexual reproduction, where the sex cells, gametes, that is in case of the male produces sperms, and female produces ova or egg. So such a reproduction in which the gametes, that is the sperms and ova or eggs, are produced, and the fusion of these gametes forms the zygote, and it is called as the sexual reproduction. So these are the sex cells. The sex cells, gametes, are also called as the sex cells. So sex cells, that is the sperm, male sex cell is called as the sperm, and female sex cell is called as the ovum or egg. Eggs, that is the singular, and ovum, it is also the singular. Plural word ova. एक वचन आहे ova, एक वचन ovum. Okay. So gametes are the sex cells. Now in this type of reproduction, mainly the sexes are separate. Separate sexes are present. Then what is another characteristic? That is the sexes are separate. That is the dioecious animals. Dioecious animals means males are separate from females, and they show sexual dimorphism. So male and female can be differentiated by external characteristic. that is called as the sexual dimorphism. They show sexual dimorphism. Okay, then we can say here as there is a mixing of the maternal and paternal chromosome, that is the amphimixis. Okay, mixing of, first of all, there for the formation of gametes, gametogenesis takes place. Gametogenesis is present. Gametogenesis means the formation of gametes is present, and for that meiosis is also present. Meiosis, what is the meiosis occurs means the reductional division. You have studied the cell division topic, in which the reductional division, that is the meiosis, chromosome number becomes half. So it takes place only during the formation of gametes. So as meiosis occurs, their gametes formation takes place. So meiosis occurs. Then amphimixis. What is amphimixis? Amphimixis means mixing of, amphi means both the parents, mixing of maternal and paternal chromosomes. So offspring from the chromosomes from the mother, maternal, that is the mother, that is the female parent, and paternal means the male parent. So mixing of maternal and paternal chromosomes. So it is called as the amphimixis. And as there is the mixing of chromosomes, there is offsprings are totally different. Offsprings are different from the parents, and such a parents, that is they show variations. Variations are present. Variations means that the offsprings जे आहे ते काय असतात, पॅरेंट्स पेक्षा खूप वेगळे दिसतात, आणि हे व्हेरिएशन्स जे आहे ते कशामुळे होतात तर मिक्सिंग ऑफ मॅटर्नल अँड पॅटर्नल क्रोमोसोम. सो ऑफस्प्रिंग्स आर डिफरंट फ्रॉम पॅरेंट. इट इज कॉल्ड एज व्हेरिएशन्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड. Variations are produced in the parents. Okay, and that's why such a reproduction, it helps in the process of yes, evolution. So such a reproduction helps in the process of evolution. Okay, so male and female sexes are separate. They show sexual dimorphism. Gametogenesis is present, the formation of gametes, that is the male produces sperms and female produces ova. As meiosis occurs, then reductional division takes place, and then gametes are formed. Then after formation of gametes, fusion of gametes produces zygote. So fusion is called as amphimixis. Fusion of gametes, mixing of the maternal and paternal chromosome. That is the fertilization process takes place. So fertilization is present. And that's why there is a amphimixis. And as fertilization takes place, offsprings are different from the parents. So variations are produced in the offspring, and these variations are very important for the evolution of the species. So this is the type of sexual method of reproduction. So the question may be asked in the exams for difference between asexual and sexual reproduction. Okay, so here we have completed about the two types of reproduction. Now see here, in case of sexually reproducing animals, there are two phases in the life. That is, the first is juvenile phase. What is meaning juvenile phase? So juvenile means from birth up to the full growth of the body. The phase is called as the juvenile phase. During this phase, there is only growth of body takes place. There is no reproduction takes place. तर रिप्रोडक्शन होत नाही या काळामध्ये, फक्त काय होतं, बॉडीची ग्रोथ होते. आणि दुसरी जी आहे ती रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह फेज. रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह फेज, it is the phase in which mainly that particular animal starts reproducing. So reproduction takes place during this phase. So growth is completed, growth of body, and reproduction phase starts. So it occurs up to the lifetime. So such a reproductive phase, two phases are present: juvenile phase and reproductive phase. We are going to study the human reproduction in detail. Okay. Now, after attaining the maturity, the animals show various events in their life. Which are these events in the life? Such as the pre-fertilization, fertilization, and post-fertilization. The pre-fertilization phases include the mainly gametogenesis and transfer of gametes. Fertilization, that is the fusion of male and female gametes for the formation of zygote. And for post-fertilization events, that is the embryogenesis, formation of zygote, and then the cleavage starts, which results into formation of embryo. So full-grown fetus, after the growth of that fetus, it is expelled out of the body and it is called as the parturition. So these are the post-fertilization events. So we will study one by one all these events. So this is about the sexual and asexual reproduction. Okay. Now last point, that is the, in case of some organisms or animals, their regeneration takes place. So regeneration, it is the complete different. What is regeneration? Regeneration, it is not a type of reproduction. It is not a reproduction. It is mainly to regrow the lost part of body. To grow or regrow or repair the lost part of body. Lost part. म्हणजेच जर बॉडीला इंजुरी झाली आणि त्याच्यामध्ये एखादा पार्ट जर गेला तर तो पुन्हा नव्याने तयार होणे, या प्रोसेसला काय म्हटलं जातं? रिजनरेशन. तर नेहमीचं उदाहरण, आपण घरामध्ये जेव्हा वॉल लिझार्ड म्हणजे भिंतीवरची जी पाल असते त्याचं जेव्हा शेपूट तुटतं तेव्हा ते पुन्हा नव्यानं काय होतं? तयार होतं. तर या प्रोसेसला काय म्हटलं जातं? रिजनरेशन. सो अलॉंग विथ दिस वॉल लिझार्ड वी कॅन give the examples. In case of planaria, there is a regeneration. Examples are planaria. In case of wall lizard, also in case of the starfish. So there are number of animals which show regeneration. Along with this, in case of our body also, human beings also, there is continuous repairing of our body. So that is also the regeneration. So remember, regeneration is totally different from reproduction. Though it takes place asexually, it is not the reproduction, it is the formation or growth of or repair of last part of body. Okay, so here we have completed the first introductory part of this topic, that is the types or methods of reproduction. We will stop here. Thank you.